Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison, and today we will be going over the markets. We'll be looking at Bitcoin charts, the Ethereum charts, Verasity charts, a couple of other charts, and I'll also be telling you about a hidden gem that I told you about last week called FibSwap. FibSwap is launching today, and we seen the video yesterday of what it could do. This was just to kind of start of what it could do. And everybody just went kind of crazy for it because this could be a game changer. This is what, like watching kind of Uniswap back in 2018 when Uniswap first came out, about what it could do to trade for the automated market makers. And FibSwap could be a game changer. And I'm going to show you a video which we seen yesterday of the lead developer kind of showing us just what FibSwap can do. Is on the mobile app. So they've got a mobile app as well as the kind of web-based exchange as well. So that's going to be really exciting. So stay tuned for that as well. First of all, I'm going to see if we're live or not. Just make sure everything is up and running and okay. Make sure everything is up and running. Yep, we've got good sound. There's a couple of people here. So if you're in, just say hi in the chat just now as well. If you're in at the moment, so we're looking okay. I think sound is okay. Yep. So the stream is okay just now. Okay, so just check to see who's in just now. We've got Brandle25 is in the house this morning. Morning to you. Chris from Edinburgh, one of our Brown admins as well, is in the house. Richard Cooper, long-term subscriber, is in the house as well. Good to see you, buddy. Good day, Steve. Game changer indeed. Well done to the team for progress so far. Yeah, FibSwap has been... I've not been on the outskirts. I've been involved quite big with it because I've written a white paper for FibSwap as well. I wasn't going to get involved. I was just going to be an initial investor and just kind of leave it there. But once I seen what FibSwap could do, I thought, holy shit, this could be big. This could be really big. So I wanted to get more involved, and a big thank you and shout out to Kukla as well from the group who kind of told me about FibSwap and told me about the lead developer, Clive. And he's in another project that he's doing on his own called Burial. So I'm invested in that as well because of the lead developer. So both of them could be really, really big, and I'm really excited. And a lot of the group are in FibSwap as well. I think we've got 40 or 50 people from the CYT group that have invested in the pre-sale for FibSwap as well. So obviously it's in my interest for it to do well, and the group's interest as well. But yeah, I've been here before with other projects, but this really cool. I'm really excited about this one. So stay tuned for more information on that. Neil Cunliffe-Williams is in the house as well. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so what we will do, we'll just jump over to the markets just now and just see what's going on with the markets. Okay, so we'll have an overall market capitalization of $1.3 trillion. I'll just make sure the sound is still working. Yep, we're all good. $1.3 trillion. So it's going up slightly, which is good. We've got a Bitcoin dominance of 44.23%. Bitcoin just now going down slightly, it's up and down, but I did say last week that I thought 29,000 was the bottom for Bitcoin. I've been saying that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I'll show the chart later on, but it still looks as if 29,000 is the bottom just now, with some good news coming out from JP Morgan. It could mean that Bitcoin is going up. It's up to 32,500 roughly just now, which is good. As I said, we'll look at the chart. So over the last 7 days, up 2.3%. Ethereum is up to 2,000, up over 2,000 again, which was good because it did get down to $1,700. And I said it was around about $1,600, $1,670, that Ethereum was going to be the bottom for that as well. With the London fork coming out and everything that's going on with Ethereum, I just don't see it going much lower than the $1,700. But we'll see. There's people calling out and saying Ethereum's going to crash when EIP 1559 comes out with the reorg and stuff like that as well. I don't think so. But you never know in crypto. You just never know at all what's going to happen with crypto. But we've got Ethereum is up 7.5%. So it's out kind of stripping Bitcoin. Over the last 24 hours, it's up 2.1% against 0.9% of Bitcoin, and it's down 0.5% against 0.1% over the last hour of Bitcoin. So who's the biggest kind of winners over the last 7 days? Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is going on a real tear just now. And again, we spoke about this last week about games on the blockchain, going to be absolutely huge, and we'll look at that category in a second as well. We've got Sushi is up 23%. X Sushi is up 22%. OKB is up 17%. Telcoin is up well, not massively, but up 17%, which is doing well. Name is up. Dash, FTX token, and Terra is up as well. Luna, which is one I'm invested in as well, and I think that's going to do big things in the future as well. So Terra Luna is up as well, which is good to see. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the categories. These are the categories. This is on CoinGecko. They're not, every coin is not listed in a category, and it should be, but when they list, they don't always put themselves in a category, so they're kind of missing out on this. But this is the main kind of groupings just now. So we can see stablecoins here lead the pack with 113 billion in market capitalization. Exchange-based tokens, etc. So I've just picked out some of the big ones. Fan tokens. I think fan tokens for me is extremely interesting. We spoke about Chiliz a number of times and how they're kind of driving these fan tokens for FC Barcelona, for Paris Saint-Germain, for Galatasaray, for all the football teams kind of in Europe, South America. They're going to kind of onboard them as well. I think Chiliz could be absolutely hugely, and we're talking $100 billion market capitalization if it keeps on going the way it's going just now. I don't know, it won't be in there. Chiliz, what's it saying at just now? It's only got a market cap of 1.2 billion just now, but if you see all the teams that are onboarding, everybody, it's just crazy potential for Chiliz. And everything else it can do, it's not just football teams. They could get baseball teams on there. They could get basketball teams on there. They could get cricket teams on there. They could do, it's going to be $100 billion company, Chiliz, I believe. And I'm not invested in it. I'm in and out of Chiliz because of the market going up and down. I've prioritised a few of the tokens and just solidified. But I will be getting back into Chiliz. And I still think it's a good price just now. So I'm kind of glad it's a good price. It has been as high as 75 cents and it's now 23. So it could 200%, it'll go up 200% before it gets to its all-time high, and it absolutely will. It's going to be huge. So fan tokens for me is going to be a big thing for the future. And I think if you have got a fan token and say you're building up a community around that, I think it could be absolutely huge, because I think a lot of people are not seeing the potential of what fan tokens could do. It's not just saying that I support my team, whether it be kind of Celtic, Rangers, Motherwell, whoever it is you support. You can actually, or you could build up a whole ecosystem around that community, and just say it was Celtic or Rangers, for example. They could build up a community and you could start buying football tops from their shops around the country with the token as well. So you're building up much more than just saying you're a fan of this football team. You are building, or you're creating part of the business by being or buying these tokens for your favourite football team or rugby team or cricket team or baseball team, whoever it is. So this is a really interesting space to me. And as an aside from that, I watched a kind of conversation with Raoul Pal, who is extremely spot on with his analysis of the markets, with the crypto markets and with the macro markets as well, the stock markets, the bond markets as well. You need to check out Raoul Pal. He's just, everything he says, I listen to. Is the first person I've really found in this space that I just think, I just listen to everything he says. He's just spot on with everything. He thinks about kind of what's going to be happening in the future. He's almost like a kind of Gary V, if you will. Gary Vaynerchuk, love him about social media and stuff like that as well, and business. He's almost like him. That's how I see Raoul Pal. So Gary Vaynerchuk, Raoul Pal as well. Any videos you can watch from Raoul Pal, definitely watch, and subscribe to Real Vision as well. I'll definitely do that. Really interesting conversations that he has on Real Vision as well. So he had an interesting conversation about social tokens. And so if you type in Raoul Pal, social tokens, you'll find that conversation that he had as well. Extremely, extremely interesting. And I've been saying this for ages. NFTs is not just about selling art online. You are going to be an NFT. You are going to be able to kind of let people buy a part of your fractionalized NFT, and people will be able to invest in you like a business. So if I wanted to have my own token or NFT or a social token, something like that, I could do that. People could invest in me, and I start to build up a business around kind of my token. And he gave the example of Disney, for example, building up and how they could buy tokens to buy things in the shops or go to Disneyland and stuff like that as well. It's going to be absolutely huge, and I think it's a really interesting area to look at as well. And I do share Raoul Pal's kind of vision on that, and I've been saying it for ages. We're all going to become kind of NFTs, or we're going to have our own social tokens as well. I've been saying that for months and months, and I think it's going to come to fruition very, very soon. So this space is really fan tokens. It's a really big space that I think is going to be massive in the future as well, and Chiliz is leading that way as well for the kind of sports side of it. Another category I'm kind of looking at is the lending and borrowing category. Oh, by the way, fan tokens have a market capitalization of 250 billion just now in total. Of those projects have classified themselves as fan tokens, 250 million, which is really good. The lending borrowing coins have a market capitalization of $9.4 trillion. $9.4 billion, not trillion. $9.4 billion. Aave is obviously at the top with 3.6 billion, but there's other interesting ones up and coming. Kava looks a really interesting one for this space. Compound is 2.2 billion already, so I'll be looking for the next one. Alchemix as well could be interesting. Kava is the most interesting to me just now, and there's others in the space as well that could be really, really big as well. And I think this space is just going to rip, kind of get torn apart and go on a skyrocket ride up to 100 billion, 200 billion, 300 billion. So this category is really interesting as well. The other category is the automated market makers as well. If you look at Uniswap, 9 billion, PancakeSwap, 2 billion, Sushi, 1 billion. You've got FibSwap coming out on PancakeSwap today. That's going to be coming out on that exchange, so it's going to be really interesting to watch that as well, see where that goes. And the other one is gaming. Gaming is a $3 billion market cap just now, a 3.8 billion. Axie Infinity leading the way at 1.7 billion. Engine, obviously. Ultra, we spoke about that before it was 395 million. We spoke about it 10 million market cap last year, the year before. The one that interests me in this space just now is Illuvium. Illuvium is only 70 million. So I look at the big ones and say, okay, Axie Infinity is doing amazing. You could still get in and maybe 10x or 5x or something. You have to ask the question, okay, what could be the next one that could do something like Axie Infinity? And for me, that looks like Illuvium just now. Or Chain Guardians looks really good at 11 million as well. But Illuvium just now is really, I think that could be the next big thing as well. But there's loads of others in the gaming space. Gaming space is going to be really, really interesting. Okay, before we go on to the charts, I'm just going to jump in and see if there's anybody else in. Brundle25, is it possible to still get into Burio? Yes, it is. It's open just now for another 2.5 months, so it's a long, you can actually get it into for a long time. I think it's going to be at 2 cents just now. Join the group. I think you're in the group. Brundle25, and Clive is in the CYT group as well, and he'll be able to tell you. God the Boy is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you here. Neil Cunliffe Williams saying living the dream. Excellent. The how-to VRA $1. I still think it's going to happen. Kukla is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you. Big day today for CYT community. It is a huge day for CYT community because of FibSwap. And as I said, a lot of the CYT community is in FibSwap. So, and we're launching today at 1 p.m. UTC. And Kukla has been amazing, has done an amazing job with this, as has the rest of the kind of team as well. 17 strong team they've got there. Kukla and Julia have been kind of manning the group just now, which is growing on a daily basis up to 5,000. Just now, the FibSwap group on Telegram, and they're kind of managing that and doing a brilliant job. And Kukla is bringing in investors from China and doing loads of other things as well. Clive is in the background working away as well. It's just been a brilliant kind of experience to work with the group as well. Wendy and Ash, hi Steve, rainy here in Tassie, winter. Wow, it's raining in Australia and Tasmania. It must be lovely in your homeland. It is. 28 degrees it was yesterday. I was melting. And Kukla was laughing yesterday because 28 degrees for her is quite cool. But I was melting at 28 degrees. It's going to be another scorcher today, I think. Antonio, VRA is a social token in some way. To a degree, you could say that as well with the esports as well, and with kind of other things I've got going on as well. So VRA could, but I don't think you could classify it as something like that, as strictly a social token. So that's it from the group. Okay, something really weird. I don't know, has anybody seen the Alex Saunders kind of debacle? Have you seen what's going on there just now? This is a really, really weird kind of story that was going around. And it just is a reminder, if you've not seen it, I've got it up here. This is from Richard Hart. He's kind of posted stuff. I think what happened first, it was Alex Saunders kind of posted stuff saying he calls out Richard Hart. You can see here Alex Saunders. Alex, this was on the 18th of July. This is a weird thing to do, especially when he's done what he's done. He just says that I just exposed Hex on a live stream so thoroughly that Richard kind of Hart cut the stream. This is the first time he's ever cut video mid-stream. And I just thought that in and of itself was a bit strange, because I watched a video with him and Richard Hart and they were going kind of at it, to be honest. And I think Richard Hart won the debate, and I thought, why is Alex putting that up? And then other things came out that Alex has kind of asked Richard Hart for 20 Bitcoin, has asked for a share of 20 Bitcoin, and more people have come out and to say that Alex Saunders has asked him for money. The other big one being Big Boy Crypto. And he said, this was a couple of hours ago, it was almost 14 hours ago, a lot of stuff is coming out and it's clear a lot of people have been scammed. Alex has asked me for a 5 BTC loan back in early March. I gave it to him as a friend, big mistake. And this is from Big Boy Crypto, Ben Armstrong. And a few others have now come out as well and said that Alex has written to them. So I think Alex is in trouble, which is not good, but it just shows you you can't really trust anybody. And it sounds like a terrible thing to say, because I'm a very, very trusting person. I trust everybody until they give me a reason not to trust them. Most people don't trust anybody until they give them a reason to trust them. I'm the other way about, and I do trust everybody until they give me a reason not to trust them. And Alex Saunders was the one of the channels I watched and thought, he is just an extremely intelligent, smart guy. He kind of knows, he's got his finger on the pulse, kind of knows what he's talking about on a macro level as well as a micro level in the cryptocurrency space. And he's doing this to people. Obviously he's in trouble, which is not a good thing, but I just thought this was a really weird story, and it kind of, oh shit, it was one of those kind of moments where you go, well, if Alex Saunders is doing it, who the hell do you trust in this crypto space? And I'm kind of like that. I've been jaded over the last couple of years, as you know. So I was wary. I'm still wary of everything that kind of goes on in crypto and people and the groups and the kind of projects and stuff. And this is why, and I'm still wary of FibSwap as well. You have to be. But the more and more I learned about FibSwap, the kind of more I got into, and I thought, oh, this could really be big, and I don't know if I'm kind of going down that kind of space again, but I just think I've spoken to Clive and the owner Fibonacci, and I really do kind of trust him. But this kind of shook me a wee bit this morning when I seen this. Somebody had told me about it and I kind of read deeper into it. So I don't know if you've seen that. London Bobby, aloha Steve. Yep, so I don't know if anybody's seen that, but yeah, very interesting and very quite disturbing as well. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin just now 32,431 at the moment. So you can see here we're still trading in this channel. We've been trading in this channel since the 20th of May and we're still trading in this channel. And that channel, at the bottom of that channel, is around about 29,000 or 28,000, 28,500. I'd say 29,000 closing on the daily. So we're in this just now. As long as we're in this channel, it's going okay. It's going sideways just now in this channel from 40,000 to 29,000, so 11,000 kind of a margin. But it's still trading in this channel essentially. It did get down to 29,000 again, bounced back up from that $29,000 level. You can see we've done that a couple of times now. If we move this up, we can see this is a closing. I kind of usually put the wicks in there, but this is the closing prices. I got 29,800. So I still think we're going to go up from here. I still think towards the end of maybe quarter four, we're starting to go up big time. And I'll show the chart for Bitcoin as well. This is a chart I kind of showed you last week. And this is on the daily. This is the logarithmic growth chart just now. And again, as I said, I showed you this last week. Usually what happens is on the midline of this growth chart, where there's a short period of a rise above the midline, and then it comes down and then it goes back up again. It did back in 2013, it did this. In 2017, 2018, it rose above the midline, came back down, looked as if it was going to go down, and then came right back up again. And this is kind of where we are just now with Bitcoin. It rose above the midline, has come back down, and in October of all of these rises, back in 2017 and 2013, that's October was the kind of launch month for when Bitcoin went on a parabolic rise. So from here, it went from $210 to $1,200, which is a 455% increase. And October 2017, it rose from 4,700 to 20,000, which was a 325% increase. And I'm saying here we could rise from 50,000, which is the midline, up to 150,000, which is the top of the logarithmic growth chart, by the end of the year. And I've kind of put a ghost pattern of how that might look. So this is round about October here, 2021. And you can see here we're kind of following a pattern here as well. So it might rise up to 50,000, come back down again to 37,000, rise up, break through the 50,000 level and go all the way up to round about $150,000 for Bitcoin towards the end of the year. So by the end of 2021, we could still see 150,000. Now, a lot of people are going to say that's mental. That's just not going to happen. But that's how I kind of see what's happening with Bitcoin. Now, there's going to be a lot of people saying totally the opposite. But that's the kind of story I'm sticking with just now. That's the story I'm thinking is going to play out just now. Whether that's right or wrong, we'll see. But everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, a lot of people said Bitcoin was going to fall to $20,000 by the end of this week. And it hasn't. We're up at $32,500 for Bitcoin just now. So it still looks okay for Bitcoin at the moment. And one piece of big news for Bitcoin, JP Morgan will reportedly give retail wealth clients access to crypto funds. So advisors of the banking giant are reportedly only allowed to execute crypto trades at the direct request of a client rather than recommending the products themselves, which is fine, that's fair enough. So it means JP Morgan are going to give access to everybody, all the kind of wealth clients who ask about kind of getting into crypto. So that's going to be through likes of the Grayscale funds. They're going to be able to do it through Bitcoin Cash Trust, Ethereum Trust and Ethereum Classic Trust on the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust as well as Osprey funds. over-the-counter Bitcoin Trust, Osprey, and Bitcoin Trust as well. So they're going to give access to these kind of wealth clients that they've got as well, which is more or less everybody who's got an account with JP Morgan, but they have to kind of ask for it. The advisors at JP Morgan are not allowed to recommend crypto products, but if clients ask for it, then they'll be able to get in. This is huge. And you know, JP Morgan, we don't necessarily like JP Morgan because Jamie Dimon and stuff like that. I think there's been a lot of FUD going about from JP Morgan to drive the price of Bitcoin down. And now they're obviously in Bitcoin. They've got enough of it to say, okay, this is what we're doing. And this will be a leaked kind of report. It'll be from JP Morgan, I would imagine. So that's good news for the overall kind of crypto space, Bitcoin obviously as well, but overall it's good news for the crypto space. Rob Fiddler is in house, welcome to you, and Monkey Tomo is in house as well, welcome to you. How many people we got in? Just now 15 people, so not much. I only do this show once a week, so we're not going to get much on the live. Okay, so Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing just now? Ethereum, as I said, went down to around about the $1,700 level, kind of wicked at the it was 1,700. It wicked down to 1,700. And I said that's probably going to be around about the bottom as well. Whether it is going to be long term or not, we don't know. But it is the bottom for the moment. And again, we're in this channel, which it has been since kind of June as well. And we've bounced back up from this $1,700 level as well. So what we're going to see with Ethereum and Bitcoin as well, but what we're going to see with Ethereum is London hard fork coming out round about between the 3rd and the 5th of August. So that's going to happen. EIP 1559 is going to be kind of implemented there with staking coming out soon and lots of other things coming out. But you've also got loads of other things going on with Ethereum as well. It's not just all about EIP 1559 or the London hard fork. There's loads of other things kind of going on with layer 2 solutions, kind of Optimism, Zkey rollups as well. There's loads of things going on with Ethereum that's going to make it better, bigger, faster, and much stronger as a network. But we need to see a kind of breakout on either side of this channel that they're in just now. You've got this long-term support around about the 1650 kind of range. So we need to kind of break out at the 2400 and go above and stay above 2900 before we see that rise to all-time highs again. Now, what do I see with kind of Ethereum? I still see Ethereum. I don't know if I've got the logarithmic chart with Ethereum. I don't think I have. But I still see Ethereum going to $10,000 by the end of this year. So yeah, I think it's good for Ethereum. Just now, I still think we're looking good for Ethereum. And some people are thinking that Ethereum is going to fall on the release of kind of EIP 1559, the start of that, and the London hard fork when that happens. I think it's going to fall. We'll need to wait and see. I don't think it's going to fall, or if it does, I still don't see us going below $1,700. Some people are calling for $200 or $300. I just don't see it, but if it does, I'll just keep buying more Ethereum. Because if it does go to that, it means the whole market is going to come down. The whole altcoin market is going to come down. If Ethereum does go down to 200. Speaking of that, I want to show you this. This was quite funny. I'm going to show you this just now.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's crypto?
It's digital currency.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
It's like what information's stored on. So like, it's, you know, what information is stored on.
Hey, babe.
Actually, I don't know if that's going to come. Yeah, it's not going to come out right. I should have downloaded the video. How do I get that on? 1 second. I'm going to try. I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, I never done that. I should have downloaded the video and then kind of showed it, because it's not going to. I'll turn the sound off on this actually and then do it. Sorry about that. It's not going to work. I should have downloaded the video. I should have done it and showed you it then, because you're just going to get the feedback from my mic, and I couldn't turn off the mic there. So I do apologise for that. I don't know what happened there. That was my fault. Love the show is real and down to earth, unlike some that just chill. It was working. Was it working okay? Right, I'll try it again. I'll just try it one last time because I think this is really good. I think it's really funny. So I'm going to try it one last time.
Hey, babe. What's crypto?
It's digital currency.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
It's like what information's stored on. So like, it's, you know, what information is stored on.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's decentralization?
Oh, there's not one person in charge of anything. So it's everybody keeps everybody else in check. So there's not one big like unit or entity to uphold everybody to the same code. It's the people holding each other responsible.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's Ethereum?
So Ethereum is a general purpose blockchain. So unlike other blockchains like Bitcoin, for example, that are just designed around one application, so the way that Bitcoin is designed around digital money, Ethereum is an open platform that allows people to build their own applications on top. And anything built on top of Ethereum gets protected, secured, everything is checked by this entire network of thousands of computers around the world that are protecting and checking every transaction on the blockchain. But because it supports a programming language, developers have this unlimited creativity in what kinds of things that they actually create on Ethereum. So you can use Ethereum to make cryptocurrencies or NFTs or many other kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought that was brilliant. I just thought that was excellent. Now, let me know if you heard that okay. It was working. Now not working. Shit. I've turned it off. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I don't even know if I'm working now. Yeah, I'm working. Okay, I do apologise for that. It's a brilliant video. I'll put the link down below. It was just a wee quick 2-minute video that Chris had shared in the group. I thought it was excellent. Okay, a couple of other charts we're going to look at. Just make sure. So maybe I've screwed this all up.
Sure.
Yeah, I haven't. Okay, Luna. This is kind of Luna or Terra USD kind of crossed over on the daily again. Usually I kind of look for the crossovers when we're trading. You kind of look for the crossovers on this of the 7 and the 21 EMA. The best ones is probably the daily or the 4 hourly. You can do day trading using the hourly, 15-minute, or kind of even smaller than that as well with the crossovers. But if you're looking for longer term, these crossovers on the daily are really good. The weekly, have we crossed over on the weekly? Yeah, it's too long to kind of look at that. So it's crossed over on the daily again. It's up to $7.24. I think Luna is going to go up to at least, I'd probably say $50. If we go on the bull run, if the bull run continues, and we are in a bull run just now, still, if you look at the macro kind of picture, if this continues, I still think we will see about $50 or $30 at least for Terra Luna. I think that could be really quite exciting. And the chart looks good. Crossed over, we've got a kind of a stable kind of base there of $4, around about $4 level. So that's quite good. We need to kind of clear this level about $18 or $8.50, and then on up to the $22 all-time high for Terra Luna as well. So really liking the look of that just now, and I think that could really go with all the partnerships they're doing at the moment. It's just unbelievable the amount of partnerships they've got going on, and it's all going to come to fruition. It's all going to come to a head, and it's all going to blow up very, very soon, I think. So that's one I've held for a while now. Verasity came down. I spoke about this on Twitter. Long term, it's been in this kind of long term descending triangle. It broke structure for the descending triangle, and this was the base This was the support line for the descending triangle. So it broke structure, and I said, okay, if this we're managing to hold on to 0.09 or 9/10 of a cent. If it breaks below that, we could be going down to 2/10 of a cent. It broke below that and went to 7/10 of a cent. Didn't go down to the 2 down here because the market came back up. So VRA just now is very much driven by what Bitcoin's doing, as are most of the alts. I wouldn't say all of them, but most of the alts are driven by what Bitcoin is doing just now. VRA is one of them. VRA is my long-term hold. I'm staking it. I'm getting about 10,000 every 3 days, 10,000 VRA every 3 days. And I think this could be huge in the future. And I'm holding it for the potential of it because it's not been seen yet. The potential has not been seen. At the moment, they're testing esports Fight Club. They're still testing that just now. And I think VRA at the moment under 1 penny is brilliant. It's a brilliant price just now under 1 penny. And I've added to my holding as well. And I will continue to add if it stays at these prices as well. So yeah, I think this could explode. And I don't want to be out of it. I've done this before with tokens when I've kind of said, okay, this is not doing anything. I'll get out of it just now and I'll go into another coin that could go up. And then I've been late to the party for the explosion. I think that's going to happen with VRA. So I'm just going to stake. I'll get a 25% per year staking. And if I have to hold it for a year, 2 years, so be it, that's fine. I think this could be huge. And it's only got a 50 million market cap just now. So VRA, still looking good for me. It's kind of hit this line here, a support line. It tested it, come back up. Hopefully we can rise from here. But again, it depends on Bitcoin, or if they bring out news of a big partnership. I can't see really them doing that until maybe Q4. So Q4 seems to be the culmination of what's going to happen with everything, and everything's kind of going to explode. And I think VRA is going to do that as well. Okay, FibSwap. FibSwap is launching today. So I'm going to show you a video, and then I'm going to tell you what. No, I'll tell you what FibSwap is first of all. So right now, when you want to swap from the Binance Smart Chain to the Ethereum chain, you have to use something like a Binance Bridge for that. So if you're using Binance Bridge, if you've used that before, if you want to swap from one to the other, you probably used the Binance Bridge in some way. If you want to swap tokens from Ethereum network to Binance, or Binance to Ethereum, or from TRX to Binance or whatever. And all in all, if you want to do a swap, it's probably going to take you about 10 minutes to do a swap. And I've done this, so if I've got Ethereum, I'll have to wrap it into kind of on the Binance Smart Chain, which is wrapped Ethereum, then kind of change it all that way, do it through the Binance Bridge. And as I said, it takes about 10 minutes. It's a pain in the arse. I don't like using it, but if I have to, I do use it. FibSwap is aiming to change all of that. What FibSwap is looking to do is let you seamlessly swap from the Binance Smart Chain, any token on the Binance Smart Chain, to any token on the Ethereum network to start with. So it's not just going to be Ethereum. It's going to be TRX, it's going to be Polygon, it's going to be all the kind of chains, the main chains that you're going to be able to do. So, but it's going to be in one seamless transaction. So what you do on Uniswap just now is a seamless transaction. You don't really see what's going on in the background, but really what Uniswap does is swaps your token to Ethereum, then swaps it from Ethereum to USD, then maybe USD to your token that you want to buy. All goes on in the background, you don't see it. That's what happens in Uniswap. Now with FibSwap, they're going to do kinda something similar, but it's going to be something using the IMBS system, or IMBS, and they've got this system that they're using is the interoperable multi-chain bridge system. So interoperable multi-chain bridge system, and it's the first of its kind. Now you might say there's other multi-chain dexes out there, but they're not, because usually what they do is they wrap the tokens up that they're looking to swap to. With FibSwap, they're not wrapping the tokens. They're doing it another way altogether. What that way is, I have not a clue how it works in the background, because the lead developer, and rightly so, is keeping this really tightly protected about how it works just now. And I've asked him a couple of times, and Clive, the lead developer, I've asked him a couple of times and said, listen, mate, tell me how it works. I'm not going to steal your tech because I'm not a developer. I don't know what it's about. We say, no way, I'm not telling anybody, which is cool. I totally understand that. And that's good. That's good that he's doing that. But when this kind of releases, this could be a game changer. And I think this could be like watching Uniswap back in 2018 from when they kind of first went live and they did the first swap in 2018, because we all thought, well, it really started with Bancor, the automated market maker. It really started with them, and when they, because we used to trade on Bancor as well back in 2017, we've done a couple of trades. It was just costly though, so it's like watching that all over again, because you can do it cross chain with FibSwap. So FibSwap as a new type of platform, it's saying with bridge connections allowing swapping of any token across other networks. And it's made really simple. And it's got, I'm just going to show you. So this is going to be the kind of exchange, how it looks just now. So what you're doing is you're selecting a network. So if you want on the BSC chain, you select a token on the BSC chain. You want to swap it with Ethereum network, and you want to swap it to a token on the Ethereum network. So if I want to swap just now from BNB and I want to swap it to a token like Ethereum, then I can do that easily using FibSwap. And everything gets done in the background, and the FIBO token is going to be used for the gas fee. That's what's going to happen here. So the FIBO token, which is going to be launched today, is going to be used for the gas fee. So it's a governance token as well. So it has got a use case. It has its purpose here. That's why it's kind of being used. So this looks amazing. Everything about it kind of looks amazing as well. And I was kind of blown away when I seen the video yesterday. I'm going to show you that in a second. But a little bit more about it just now, just before I do that. The pre-sale's finished. The whitelist is finished. And it's going to be released on PancakeSwap today. So what we have here is just the kind of website just now. We're going to revamp all that as well. As I said, I'm part of the team, full disclosure, kind of part of the team. And I've done kind of white paper, and I've done a couple of other things for them. But the tech is the main thing. So Fibonacci, the owner, and Clive, the lead developer on this, is really working on this in the background as well, doing amazing things. So that's the main thing. So this website is going to be changed as well. So I'll just give you a kind of rundown. This is a medium kind of site. I'll give you a rundown of the tokenomics of this. 10 billion total supply. There's going to be a circulating supply of 4.83 billion. There's going to be a pre-sale, well, pre-sale token price was 0.12 or 100, so 1.200%. There just now, and the initial market capitalization at launch is going to be $580,000. Now, the team tokens are going to be locked up. Liquidity is going to be locked for a year. Team tokens locked for a year as well. Early investors are going to be locked as well, I believe, as well. So that's why you've only got a circulating supply of 4.83 billion, because a lot of these tokens are locked up as well. Some for 6 months, most of them for 1 year. So that's the tokenomics of it. As well, this is kind of a very quick rundown of what Fib is, and I'll kind of make this smaller. That's fine. We'll just leave it there just now. So I'll release this on Twitter as well. It's just a kind of one sheet project info sheet, so it's quite good, and you can see it's a very new project, but the scale of what they're looking to do on this is absolutely massive. So you've got the tokenomics here, the roadmap, PancakeSwap listing today, CoinGecko listing, FibSwap version 1.0, farming coming out, staking coming out soon, and new chain bridges coming out. So there'll be Polychain, there'll be Tron, I would imagine, mobile trading just now. So this is a mobile app as well. So what I'm going to do just now is I'm going to show you the video for this. Just now I've got another photo here. There's the Pancake tax. We'll talk about that in a second, but I'm going to show you the video.
Hi guys, I'm just going to talk you through quickly our first trade using the bridge system. So some of these figures on here just before I start is slightly estimated, because there are certain fees that aren't taken into account at the moment because I've hard coded the bridge. but I'll just show you how we're getting on. So if I press trade now, select my network, we're going to go from the BSC network, and I'm going to choose Baby Dodge, and I'm going to choose my max. Then the network I'm going to go to is Ethereum, and we're going to go to the Shirunu and complete trade. And that takes a few seconds for it to go through. And then trade complete. So it's just a balance update, Baby Dodge to Shirunu. So now if I go home, I could then trade back from the Ethereum network, Shirunu, max that I have on there now, and I can change it back to the BSC platform, and I can go back to Baby Dodge, and I'll complete the trade.
So that is the video. Just now I'm just going to go back to this. So let me know what you think of that video. When I seen that video yesterday, I thought, holy shit, this is going to change things so much. And I'm just going to check, make sure we're still...
So much.
Yep. Yeah, so I thought this is really going to change things so much. It's going to be amazing. I'm just going to go back to this change. I think there's just the exchange itself kind of looks pretty amazing as well. And what you've seen there in the video was the app that was being used as well, the app that's been developed. Obviously it's a demo as well, what it can do, but the real thing when it comes out, kind of the full scale thing, is going to be amazing. And that's why I got involved slowly over time with that. Initially I thought this is a really cool idea, I'll invest and just leave it. But the more I learned and the more I spoke to Clyde the developer and Fibonacci and Kukla as well, the more I thought, oh, this could be really big. And I got more involved with the team as well. So this has been released on PancakeSwap today at 1 PM UTC. So we've not got long to wait until it's out on PancakeSwap. This could be a game changer. If you think about that, what it's done, if you think about what you can do, you're swapping from the BSC network to the Ethereum network, or swapping tokens from each network, it is a game changer. And you don't have long to wait. This is already in development. Now, you've seen kind of what was there, what Clive is working on, and the dev team is working on just now. So it's already kind of starting to, they're testing it just now, and it's going to come out towards the end of August. So you've not got long to wait till the actual product comes out, but the project you can invest in just now on PancakeSwap. As I said, we've got about 50, probably about 40 or 50 people from CYT, probably more now, I would imagine. CYT can invested in this as well because of the potential for this. I think this could be really, really big. So it'd be good to get your thoughts on that, and hopefully the sound works okay on that video as well. Mark Innes is in the house, is saying, hey, my favourite Scott. Hello to you, good to see you, buddy. Gordy Boy, hope FibSwap works out for you before your investment. What due diligence did you do? Good thing it's a bridge, relying on the tech. So usually, obviously I can't check the tech. Normally you check the tech and say, okay, what's happening with the tech in the background? There's no way I can check that. I can't check that at all. So you have to check out the people involved. So I checked out the lead developer. He's the one working on it. He's worked on a couple of big projects as well. Has been out in the past. So that's really what I can do. I just love the idea as well. So that was the kind of due diligence that really all I could do. And I've spoken to the dev on voice chat as well, and to the owner. And this is based on trust at the moment, and what we've seen in the video as well, the tech that's ongoing as well. So hopefully this is going to be a big one for all of us as well. So if you want to get in on that, PancakeSwap listing today, the white list is closed, the pre-sale is closed, but PancakeSwap listing today at 1 PM UTC as well. 100,000 XRP or 32 Ethereum? 32 Ethereum. For me, it's 32 Ethereum. And we'll just go to big screen, and then I'll get the chat up. 32 Ethereum for me, always, I just think XRP is riskier. I still think it's going to go to $10, but it's a riskier play than staking 32 Ethereum. For me, I'd say. I think Ethereum is just going to be absolutely massive with the DeFi space, the NFT space, social token space. It's just going to be everything. It's just going to be a massive. There's going to be ups and downs. The reorg might disrupt things for a while, but for me, it's going to be Ethereum. Goddy Boy, good video. Getting the fees aspect over to the user is key to use. Yes. David D is in the house. Welcome to you. Goddy Boy, be free. I will always say ETH, not an XRP lover, especially current circumstances. Yeah, as I said, XRP is much riskier just now with the SEC kind of still looming over them. VR, VeChain, POA 2.0 coming out. This is the best project in Europe and China. Like VeChain as well, I think it's going to be massive. I think it's going to be big. Randy Nash is sad, as he is Tasmanian. I met him last year in that crypto event. Hope it gets sorted quickly. Talking about Alex Saunders as well. Yeah, it kind of shocked me this morning when I seen all that. I thought it was crazy. Randy Nash, he was a chemist and has a following. Many young ones I saw. Yeah, it is a shame what's happened with the Alex Saunders debacle as well. But we'll see what happens with that as well. But FibSwap being released today. Really looking forward to what can happen with FibSwap and the development of FibSwap as well, and being involved with the team with FibSwap. So if you're looking to invest in that, there's going to be links down below. You can join a Telegram group down below for much more information than I'm giving here. This is just a brief kind of look at FibSwap like I did last week, but that video kind of changed a lot for me as well. So I think when you see it as well, when you've seen it, you just go, holy shit, this could be really, really big. So maybe you want to get involved as well. As I said, full disclosure, I'm involved. I was an investor at the beginner on the pre-sale, but now I'm kind of involved in the team as well. Once I've seen its potential, especially since I've seen a video as well, I thought, oh, this could be huge. But we need to wait and see. Do your own due diligence. Check it out as well. Ask anything in the Telegram group, my Telegram group, or the FibSwap Telegram group as well. Got a great bunch of people in there, and got a 17 strong team working on this just now, doing the marketing side of things just now as well. And this is obviously what I'm doing as well, part of this. But do your due diligence as well. Check it out. Make sure this is right for you, and you don't lose money that you can't afford to lose as well. So as a financial advice, not financial advice, it's up to yourself what you do. I'm just saying, check it out. This could be really big. And I've got money, a lot of money involved in this as well. Okay, any more comments before I dash? Wendy Nash, yes, I tend to trust others. Also, Steve, I think Wendy Nash must be watching, kind of using the back button. Pulse Chain, I've not got time to talk about Pulse Chain, but Richard Hart, he's done kind of Hex and Pulse Chain. It looks as if that's just going to be just as big as Hex as well. So yeah, it could be really big. I'm not involved. I'm not invested in it, but it could be really big as well. Again, check it out and do your own kind of due diligence on that one as well, as you should with everything. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate your time as always. Check out FibSwap. I'll leave a link down below. If you want to join my Telegram group, there's a link down below to join that as well. It's all free. I don't do anything paid anymore. I used to, but I don't do anymore. So it's all free, so you can join the group and join FibSwap as well and ask any questions you've got there as well to do your own due diligence. Okay, until next time, Namaste.